Welcome to the Hudgens Early Education Center family. On behalf of all of our teaching staff and administrators, we are so excited to meet all of you. My name is Becky Olson, and I'm the center director. I have been with the center since its opening in 2006. The Hudgens Center is like no other. It is a very special place. The staff that teach and support children are highly qualified and gifted educators. They know the importance of early education to a child's future. As we enter this school year, there is still much uncertainty. Many are wondering how to keep those around them safe. We have planned for this year with the utmost consideration for the health and safety of everyone. We are ready to start the year, but recognize adjustments may be necessary along the way. We, as a team, plan to keep health and safety practices embedded in the program offered to the Georgia Pre-K children. We will be focusing on the social and emotional well-being of all the children. We know the last year and a half have brought many changes. We know that using Carline for drop-off and pickup can be difficult, especially during the first weeks of school. We know many of you are worried and hoping the year starts out smoothly. We also know sending your children off to school is often as stressful for you as it is for your children. Please be sure to stay positive and try not to let your children see your apprehension. Rest assured, we do not take any of this lightly, and we will do everything we can to help everyone transition into the new year. Please read and listen to this orientation. This is an overview of the center and Georgia Pre-K operating procedures. You will also have an orientation for your child's classroom. Please view both orientations. Then write down any questions you have and bring them to open house on Thursday. You can also call or email us or your child's classroom teachers at any time. We want you to know we will have a fun and engaging classroom experience for all the children. Children need to feel safe and connected to truly be able to learn and thrive within any learning environment. We strive to make sure they feel like an important part of their classroom and always safe while at the center. Thank you all. We will see you for Thursday for open house. The mission of the Hudgens Center is providing a high-quality early learning environment for children and a model training facility for students at Gwinnett Technical College. Part of the Hudgens Center is training students who will be future teachers of young children. Our Georgia Pre-K teaching team consists of professionals with the following qualifications. All lead teachers are state certified with a bachelor's or master's degree in early childhood education. All assistant teachers hold an associate degree in early childhood education. Daily hours of operation are 7 a.m. to 6:15 p.m. if you are utilizing the extended learning program. The center is closed for all major holidays as well as staff professional development days. Please refer to the calendar provided in your enrollment packet and write down important dates so they don't sneak up on you. There is no cost for Georgia Pre-K. Georgia Pre-K provides instruction for 6.5 hours a day for 180 days per year. Meals are provided at no cost. Afternoon extended learning care is offered from 2 to 6:15. Extended learning is $90 a week or $25 a day. There are many ways that the center will communicate with parents during the year. Email is one of our main ways we communicate with parents. It's the best way for us to get consistent information out, so please be sure to check your email consistently. We also utilize a system called School Messenger. School Messenger allows us to email and or call parents all at one time. It's a fast way for us to get information out to parents. The only time we really use the phone calls through School Messenger is if there's an unexpected closure or other emergency at the center. For example, if there was a snow day and the center and college were going to be closed, you might get an automated call from the center saying that the center would be closed due to the snow. The teachers also are going to be using an app called Seesaw this year. Seesaw will help the teachers communicate directly with you, send you pictures, updates, all of the things that you want to see that's going on in the classroom. So we will be giving instructions on how you should download the Seesaw app, and your teachers will be instructing you on how it'll be used. There could be times when you get a phone call, the teachers might call you, or you can call the teachers. The best time to do that is during nap time or before or after school. When the children or teachers are with the children, they need to focus on the children, so that's not the best time for them to be able to concentrate and answer your questions. We also have a Facebook and an Instagram account. If you want your children to be included in pictures on those, make sure when you fill out the photo release that you give permission to do so. We will not put faces of children on either Facebook or Instagram without parent permission. Safety and security of your child is of the utmost importance to the center. Access to the second floor, where the classrooms are located, is restricted to those who are authorized. This includes teachers, parents, and early childhood college students who are in training. The lobby will be open to parents to enter. Masks are encouraged for individuals who are not vaccinated. Parent participation is encouraged this year, but scheduling the participation will be done by the teachers. If you are delivering an item to your child, please leave it at the front desk and one of the administrators will deliver it to the classroom. It's important to know your child's classroom schedule, including the time of their class and the time their car line starts in the morning and the afternoon. For example, The Firefly classroom runs 7:45 to 2:15. Their car line for morning starts at 7:30 and for afternoon starts at 2:15. Please do not get in car line until 7:30 in the morning or 2:15 in the afternoon. If you get in car line early, you will be in car line with the previous class and you will be asked to drive around and go to the end of the line so that you're there for the time of your child's class. Thank you for helping with us. This helps the car line run much more smoothly. Arrival and departure. Car line is probably one of the most important things you understand in terms of how the operations of the center run. While on campus, please drive slowly and obey all traffic laws. The speed limit on campus is 25 miles an hour. Safety is paramount due to the presence of children, college students, and many other pedestrians. Do not use your cell phone while in the car line. Please carefully follow the directions below. If you arrive before your child's car line starts or end time, please wait in the parking lot until it is time for your child to drop off. This will help us keep the car line moving efficiently and ensure the children arrive to their classrooms on time. Please place your child's car seat on the passenger side of the car. This will make drop-off and pickup move much more efficiently. Please hang your sign with your child's name from your rearview mirror. Lots of parents use a hanger to hook it onto, and then they can just easily hook it up and take it down as needed. Please leave space between your car and the curb. This protects your tires and helps us when approaching your car. Enter the campus via the north entrance. From Highway 316, this would be the second entrance. From the west, it would be the first entrance. Turn right at the first stop sign, then follow the signs to the Hudgens Center car line. The Gwinnett Tech Police Department will be present during the first few days of school to direct traffic and help you navigate how the car line will flow. The police will move traffic through our parking lot. If you are early, please park your car and wait to move into the car line until your child's classroom's scheduled time starts. Please refer a couple slides back for your child's classroom schedule. When you enter the drop-off zone, please place your car in park. Parents will not exit the vehicle. A staff member will electronically check your child in under your name. The parent or person who is dropping the child off will be the child who the child is checked in under. Another staff member will be checking each child into the center electronically under the parent's name who is dropping them off. Please help us out the first week or so as we get to know you and your child. The staff member may need to ask your name and the child's name to make sure we get everything correct. At this point, the child will get to say goodbye to you and they will be escorted to their classroom. We have decided to have the children enter through the playground gate because then they can go straight into their classroom, and this helps us keep the classrooms contained. A teacher will be at the door to welcome the children and help them get settled into the day. I promise you, a lot of support will be given to the children as they start the day and throughout the day during the first weeks and on. We know many children will need time to adjust to entering a new school with all new people. This is going to be a rough year for some children who have trouble adjusting, and I want you to know that we are there to support them and we will keep you informed. At this point, the parents will move forward and exit campus. Afternoon car line is very similar to morning. If you arrive early, please wait in the lower parking lot until your class pickup time begins. When you enter the pickup zone, please place your car in park and make sure your doors are unlocked. Parents will not exit the vehicle. A staff member will escort your child to the car and open the door. The child will enter the car and sit in their car seat. If the child can fasten their own seatbelt, they will do so. If the child needs help properly securing their seatbelt, the parents will be directed to pull forward to the upper parking lot. This is out of the pickup zone. Then you can put the car in park and exit your vehicle and help your child fasten their seatbelt. At the same time, a staff member will electronically check the child out under the parent's name who is picking them up. The parent or person who is picking up the child will be the child who the child is checked out under. This helps us keep clear records of who the children are coming and going with. Some reminders about pickup. Children will only be released to people that are on their enrollment form. You need to make sure, if you want to add someone to the pickup list, that you call or stop by the front desk and do so. We will not release children to unauthorized people. If a person is listed on the authorization sheet, she may be asked for her ID. This is to ensure that children are going only with people that you have authorized. And anyone picking up a child obviously must be 16 years of age and have a valid driver's license. They must all be on the pickup list. When the Georgia Pre-K day ends, children enrolled in the extended learning program will be escorted to the extended learning classrooms. You must notify the front desk before the end of your child's day if you intend to pick your child up in car line. This is very important. If you do not tell us in advance and show up in car line to pick your child up, who is enrolled in extended learning, you will be asked to pull up to an upper lot while we get your child from extended learning period. This can take a few extra minutes, and we do not want to slow up car line. Children enrolled in extended learning may be picked up between 2:30 and 6:15. If you arrive after 6:15 p.m., you will be assessed a late pickup fee. Parents will go to the child's classroom and get their child. We ask that you exit the building immediately. You will be given a code to check your child out at the stations located by the front doors. We will help you with this entire process until you're used to it. We realize right now there won't be a lot of parking going on, but if you do need to park and come in the lobby, make sure that you park in the parking lot across the lane. That's the main parking lot for the center. The parking circle in the front of the building is prohibited, as is indicated by yellow curbs. There is parking in the circle drive for parents who have infants with them. And if you have a state-issued permit, there is handicap parking in the circle as well. The staff at the Hudgens Center take health and safety measures very seriously. Unvaccinated individuals are encouraged to wear a mask. Proper and frequent hand washing occurs throughout the day. The staff clean and sanitize the classroom throughout the day. Meal service is altered so only adults can serve food and set tables. And we encourage all the children to bring a water bottle labeled with their name. All of the drinking fountains are going to remain closed this year. I know everyone wants to know what the health policies are and how they're different right now. So essentially the health policies outlined in the parent handbook are all still applicable. There is a lot of illness and germs that go around that aren't COVID. Lots of things children get sick with that aren't at all related to COVID. So we have to continue to follow the policies and procedures that we always have for health and safety. All illness is treated as it would be any other time. The only difference in the illness policy will be that any child with a temperature of 100.4 or higher will be excluded from the center. And we expect parents to keep their children home if they are sick. And you must notify us immediately if you, as a parent, or anyone in direct contact with your child has a confirmed case of COVID-19. This is critical in us keeping everyone at the center safe. If a case of COVID-19 is reported within the classroom or center, the center director will immediately contact the Environmental Health and Safety Coordinator at Gwinnett Technical College. The coordinator will work with the center director to determine which course of action needs to be taken. We will be closely and absolutely following the Georgia Department of Public Health recommendations for who needs to be excluded. And we would immediately be sending that information out to parents so you know what's going on. I promise you that we'll keep in close contact with you and communicate any and all information you need to know related to this. All children must be fever-free without the use of fever-reducing medication before they can return to the center. We ask that you please do not give your child any fever-reducing medication that will mask the symptom of illness, including fever. When this happens, children are allowed to attend for part of the day, but while they're here, they expose other children to whatever the illness they have. And then we call you midday because you have to come get them because the medication has worn off. Please help us to keep the children safe and not expose others to harmful germs. If your child develops symptoms of illness during the day, you will be notified immediately. From that point, you have 1 hour to pick up your child. When we call you and tell you your child is sick, your child will also be removed from the classroom and will be supervised by a staff member until you pick them up. Medications are only administered when a parent signs a consent form. Medications are given at 11 and 3 each day. Over-the-counter medication will not be administered without a case-specific written medical authorization from the child's physician. Medication must be in its original packing with the original pharmacy and prescription label, and it must have the child's name on it. All medication must be dropped off at the front desk and will be administered by an administrative staff member. This means, while we're using the car line drop-off method, if your child needs medication, after dropping off your child, you will need to drive around and park and enter the lobby to drop off your child's medication. The temperature policy is one of the most questioned policies in the health guide in the parent handbook. If your child has a temperature of 100 degrees, but they have no other signs of illness, we will call you and you can decide whether to come and get your child. If this child's temperature is 100.4 or above, the child must be removed from the center. A child is not allowed to attend or remain at the center if he/she has a temperature of 100.4 and has other symptoms, including not being able to participate in regular activities. I will tell you that most children who have any kind of temperature also have other signs, so it's more likely than not you'll be asked to come get your child. We will be strictly enforcing the temperature rules in order to keep everyone safe. In the event your child is exposed to a contagious disease, you will receive notification via email. When we're talking about contagious diseases in a pre-K setting, we're typically talking about things like strep throat or pink eye, things that are highly contagious from one child to another. Should your child contract a contagious disease while not at the center, please notify the center immediately. Often the contagious period is prior to the appearance of symptoms. And when you let us know, then we can let other parents know what to look for in case their child gets sick. Again, children's names are not shared, just what contagious disease has been introduced to the classroom. Your child can return as soon as it is medically safe for him or her and his classmates to do so. Please keep in mind that any child who attends the center must be well enough to participate in all program activities, both inside and out. If a child is on antibiotics, the child must have taken this medication for at least 24 hours before returning to the center and be symptom-free. So now we're going to move into positive guidance techniques that the teachers use in the classroom. In Georgia Pre-K, probably about 75% of what we do throughout the day is teaching children how to get along and how to handle strong emotions. Things like learning how to deal with anger, learning how to work with other children, learning how to deal with frustration. All of those are things that children have to learn. They don't just know how to deal with them. And so part of our teacher's job is to help children navigate strong emotions and feelings and working with others within the classroom. They do that by using positive techniques which teach children what to do versus what not to do. We don't want to punish children for things that they don't know. So we teach them what to do in certain situations and support them to learn and be successful. If a child's behavior is inappropriate or unsafe, the center uses positive redirection and facilitates problem solving and conflict resolution techniques. There's lots of things the teachers do within the classroom to guide young children, and we'll be sharing those with you throughout the year. The center does not use timeout. If a child is out of control or has hurt another child, a teacher will sit with that child until they are calm, and then we will talk about what's going on, how they're feeling, how it made the other child feel, what we could have done instead. These are things that will help teach the children what to do. The Hudgens Center does not use spanking or any other form of corporal punishment. The center also does not employ or practice other methods to correct your child, which will attempt to intentionally humiliate, shame, or frighten, or cause any damage. We are nurturing the social and emotional side of your child as well. To do that, we need them to feel safe, to make mistakes, and for us to support them to learn a different way to do it.
And now for the instructional portion of the presentation. Attendance. It is important for your child to arrive when the school day begins and to remain until the instructional day ends. Instruction begins from the moment your child walks in the door. We ask that you schedule appointments so they do not impede on the school day when possible. Be sure to inform your teacher or the front desk when this cannot be avoided or if your child is not well. We will send home monthly attendance notifications if our records indicate excessive late arrivals, absences, or early dismissals. Any child who is absent late or leaves early for 10 consecutive days without medical or other reasonable cause must be disenrolled. This is a rule issued by the state of Georgia. The GELS, which stand for Georgia Early Learning and Development Standards, are a resource for parents, families, and educators. They tell us what children should know and be able to do from birth to the age of 5. Understanding the stages of children's development help us know what to expect and how to best support children as they grow and develop. The GELS cover all areas of learning development and school readiness. This includes social and emotional development, physical development and motor skills, approaches to play and learning, communication, language, and literacy, and cognitive development. As mentioned earlier in this presentation, the Hudgens Center will be focusing on social and emotional well-being of all children. Social and emotional learning provides a framework for developing a skill set that fosters healthy relationships. Social and emotional learning focuses on cooperation, communication, and decision-making. The Hudgens Center utilizes the second step curriculum to teach social and emotional skills in our classrooms. The second step early learning program has 28 weekly themes divided into 5 units. Each weekly theme features short daily activities that easily fits into your child's school routine. The transition from pre-K to kindergarten marks the beginning of a child's formal education. Congratulations on this momentous event.